In today's face-off circle, Oreos versus the other Oreos. We're going to check out those nutrition facts, we're going to see what the additives are, and we're going to find out which one tastes the best. Hey everyone, welcome back to Food Brand Face Off. Let's get right into this sandwich cookie Oreo thing. I'm ready. We have 365, which is a Whole Foods brand, chocolate sandwich creams. We have Back to Nature classic cream sandwich cookies. We have Benton's, which is an Aldi's brand, chocolate sandwich cookies with vanilla cream. We have JoJo's, Trader Joe's, chocolate vanilla creams. And we got the one that we're versing, Oreos. Now, let's check out those nutrition facts, and let's start with serving size.
Serving size. All serving sizes are 2 cookies per serving. Calories. Whole Foods and Trader Joe's has 120 calories. Back to Nature 130. Benton's and Oreos has 160 calories per serving. Total fat and saturated fat. Trader Joe's has 5 grams of total fat, 2 grams saturated. Back to Nature, 6 grams total, 1.5 grams saturated. 365, 6 grams total, 2 grams saturated. Aldi's has 6 grams totals, 2.5 grams saturated. And Oreos has 7 grams total with 2 grams saturated fat per serving. Cholesterol. All have 0 milligrams of cholesterol. Sodium. Trader Joe's has 80 milligrams of sodium. 365 has 105. Back to Nature 115. Oreos 130. And Aldi's has 140 milligrams of sodium per serving. Total carbs. 365 has 17 grams of total carbs. Back to Nature and Trader Joe's 18. Benton's and Aldi's 24, and Oreos has 25 grams of total carbs per serving. Total sugars and added sugars. Back to Nature and Trader Joe's has 10 grams of total sugars, and 10 grams of that is being added. 365, 11 grams total, 11 grams of that added. Aldi, 13 grams total, 13 grams of that added. And Oreos has 14 grams of total, 13 grams of that is added per serving. Protein. Benton's has 2 grams of protein, while all others have 1 gram of protein per serving.
Now, let's look at those additives, and we're going to focus on the cautionary additives.
Additives. Benton's and Oreos has biofood, while JoJo's 365 and Back to Nature has no biofood.
Cautionary additives. Xanthan gum. This is a soluble fiber. It could have a laxative effect. People with IBS and IBD may be sensitive to xanthan gum. Carrageenan. This can cause digestive discomfort. Some people with gastrointestinal conditions find eliminating carrageenan from their diet helps alleviate their symptoms. Hey everyone, welcome back to Food Brand Face Up Taste Test. Which chocolate sandwich cookie tastes the best? I don't know, we got a lot to eat. 5 of them. I don't usually do 5 things. Read up on taste tests to see how they work. And they say anything after 4, stuff starts tasting the same. So I wanted to do an actual one that I could actually taste. And I got this by accident. I got another. I thought I had one, but then I got another, and I thought, let's do them all. So that's what we're going to do them all. So here we go. Let's start with Back to the Future. Let's get right into this thing, Back to the Future. I'm going to tell you right now, the sandwich cookie Oreos, the ones we grew up with, I was never a big Oreo fan. The sandwich thing, the cream inside was too sugary for me. And I'm not a person that likes a lot of sugar. So I like my sweetness toned down. I don't like it being overpowering. Actually, I like shortbread cookies. I make those. Those are good. I should make a shortbread cookie. That sounds like a good idea. I'll forget after this. Anyways, here we go. Back to Nature chocolate cream cookie. Classic cream, no GMOs, no fructose corn syrup, no artificial colors, no hydrogenated oils, plant-based. Good idea. I like all that stuff. So let's try this one. I've never had these except Oreos, the only ones I've ever had. And like I said, I'll use it as a crust though. I use the Oreo cookie as a crust. That I like. I don't mind that. So here we go. Enough of that talking. Start eating. Okay. I was surprised how clean these things were. How I thought they were going to be loaded with stuff. Some are a little loaded with things. But I thought all in all they were going to be loaded with a bunch of junk. And I was really surprised that they weren't. So that's what I like. Enough of what you like. Let's try the next one. 365. These are gluten-free. You know why they're gluten-free? It's because I bought the wrong one. figures it's gluten-free, so we're going to try the gluten-free. It's surprising, though, that it says gluten-free, which is like, a gut disruptor, but they put in it xanthan gum and carrageenan. Carrageenan, the seaweed, that's a gut disruptor, and xanthan gum, that's also a gut disruptor. So they take the one out and then put 2 gut disruptors in. So I'm not a scientist, I didn't make that, but I thought that was kind of interesting how that worked. So we're gonna try it anyways. We see how gluten-free is. I don't eat gluten-free stuff, so this is gonna be something myself. Let me try this. I need another drink. Already cookie overload. I'm sorry. Okay, 365, gluten-free sandwich cookie. Oh, got a 365 on there. 5, 6, yep, 365. Definitely not sugary at all, or sweet. Okay, those weren't bad. Those weren't bad. They were. I was thinking more sweet. So here we go. We're gonna do JoJo's chocolate vanilla cream. See, vanilla cream. Some says vanilla cream. Some say just cream. Like Oreos doesn't state it's a vanilla. I wonder why. I don't know. Okay, JoJo's chocolate cream flavored with other natural flavors. Flavored with other natural flavors. Oh, okay. Sandra's cookies. Here we go. Doesn't say JoJo's on them. I'm disappointed. Okay, here we go. Yeah, do you say vanilla? That center really pops out on you on this one. It doesn't taste vanilla. I wonder what is that? That was different. I wasn't expecting that taste out of that one. Another clean ingredient one. They do have different types of sugars in there. They have regular sugar. Then they have, what do they have in here? Powdered sugar, cane sugar, cocoa powder. They also have canola oil in this. So if you're thing with oils, you have canola oil in that. Okay, it was a different taste. It was a different taste. I was surprised. Oreos, here we go. This is it. This is like the one you grew up with. I never knew they had any other ones like that. I like the other things. I always knew Oreos. But this is... I like that. That's good. Okay, here we go. Oreos. Let's try those. Okay, it tastes like an Oreo. Now, Oreos has... I wanted to see what... I thought, since this is the mainstream brand, and I thought maybe they had a lot of junk in it. Kind of. They kind of do. They have the high fructose corn syrup in there. Corn syrup. They got the veggie and canola oils in these. Both of them. Both of the Bensons, the Aldi's brand, and Oreos have that in it. They also have artificial flavors. And I have in here, artificial flavors are synthesized in a lab, often using petroleum or other non-natural sources, opposed to natural flavors which come from extraction, distillation, or fermentation. Example would be vanilla is extracted from the vanilla bean. So that's the difference. That wasn't bad, but it's got that after little sweet taste. Maybe because I had 4 already. 4 more than I had the entire year. Well, here we go. Now we're going to do Benson's. I've never had an Aldi's brand one. Never had Aldi's. Like I said, that was the only one I had. We heard that 100 times. Would you stop it? Okay, here we go. Aldi's Benson's. Look at this. It's got all the junk in it too. Junk. I don't like all that junk in there. Well, I got to tell you, I'm doing this on taste, right? This is the taste test. This isn't the ingredient test. Because if it was, these two would be out if it was the ingredient test. Benton's and Oreos because of the stuff they have in it. And these will be remaining. But that's not what it is. It is a taste test. So that's the way we're going to go. Hey, one more thing before I do that. Let's see how much they cost. Because have you gone to the store lately? Shopping's expensive. Groceries are expensive. Disgustingly expensive, might I say. Okay, here we go. Back to that. Here we go. Back to Nature this is a 9-ounce box for $4.99. The 365 this is 8 ounces for $4.79, but To be fair, the ones that are not gluten-free are 20 ounces at $4.99. So you get 20 ounces here, 9 here at $4.99. And if you bought this 20 ounces, you get $4.99 for that. Did I make that clear? Now, JoJo's is 13.4 ounces for $2.99. Oreos is 13.29 ounces for $3.96. And Benson's is 14 ounces for $3.05. 14.3 ounces, to be exact, I guess. So, this being a taste test, we got to have to take 2 away. It's going to be 3 away. I'm going to have to take 3 away because we're going to have the winner and the runner-up, as they do in the pageants. The winner and the... Okay, we won't do that. So, we're going to put these over here. I need another drink of water because, man, I'm telling you, that's more cookies I've had in a long time. I don't eat cookies, really. Like I said, I didn't make my shortbread cookies. So, here we go. We heard that. We don't want to hear it again. So, here we go. I'm going to take Back to Nature. And I'm going to take these 3 away. I'm going to take those 3 away. Back to Nature, 365, and JoJo's, the ones that have all the the good ingredients in there, not the bad ingredients. Now we got the bad ingredients. I'm sorry, but it's a taste test. It's a taste test. Like I said, those aren't bad, and they're not horrible, but I'm taking the one that I like the best out of them. So these are my remaining 2 Oreos. They should, by this time they should know how to make a cookie, right? In fact, Oreos, I looked it up. I thought this was interesting. I looked up Oreos to find out where that Oreo name comes from. It's kind of weird. Well, they have 2 different versions of it. They don't know for sure. Actually, it is not for sure what they know. One's from a French word, another's from a Greek word, and they're not really sure. They're just kind of putting 2 things together to see if that's what it is. One comes from a French word. I don't remember it right off the get-go here, but it comes from a French word where it talked about the first original can that they were in was a gold can. So it talks about Oreos being something about this or gold or whatever. You can look it up if you want to, if you're interested in it. Okay. So, but they had it introduced in the early 1920s, and it was introduced at a grocery store in Hoboken, New Jersey. So Hoboken, you got that Oreo flag out there, Hoboken, New Jersey. And then after that, it went crazy. So, anyways, that's the little Oreo story. I don't have a story about all the other ones. Sorry, guys. So I learned because I wanted to know the name. They still, after all of this, the name, they still don't know where it actually came from. They have no idea. So thank you, Nabisco, for not knowing. So here we go. We got Benton's Original and Oreos. These are the 2. Now I remember the name. I don't want to taste them again because they're just going to taste the same. But I do remember the taste and which one I kind of liked the best, or which, I thought was better. Wasn't as sweet. I'm going with not as sweet. That's what I'm going with. Not as sweet right now. And a good cookie taste. So my winner, enough of all of that. Can we just hear what your winner is? We want to get this over with. My winner is going to have to be... That's it. Aldi's Benton's sandwich cream cookies. I was surprised. I thought for sure that was going to be one of the first ones I didn't like. But after tasting them and trying, and there's a little different taste in there, I came to this one. I didn't think it was as sweet, even though I ate all those other ones. I didn't feel that one was as sweet. And that JoJo's, that center had a vanilla. I know vanilla because I make a lot of stuff with vanilla in it, and that just didn't taste like there was some other taste in there too. Other flavors, right? It did say other flavors on there, other natural flavors, so that's probably what that was. Boy, you're super. Thanks, Columbo. You're super sleuth. Okay, that's it. My winner is Benton's. Hey, everyone. That's the end of it. That's all I'm going to say. Mine is Benton's. And I hope you guys have a nice day. Hey, could you like the video? Just like it. You don't have to do anything else if you want to. Just like it. I'll see you guys next time, hopefully. And check this video out. It's on one side or the other. I'm not sure which one. Check this video out, please. I'll see you later. Bye.